my brothers, I'm good. Like, I'm happy. This is me being satisfied. So when I go outside, I'm not looking for love, because I've got many people that can show me that. When I'm going outside, I'm just looking for a good dicking. And a good tongue as well. Actually, do you know what? Fuck that. Tongue first. And then we can talk about, you know, your dicking after. But secure is fine. Like, all these things, we need to stop, like, making it seem like it's a bad thing. Like, it's all demonic, you're insecure, you're so bad. Yeah, we have times when we're insecure. And we have times when we're very secure. But it's fine. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with what people think. And it's put it in a box, take it home, shake it, and put it up your ass. I just don't give a shit. Because that belongs to you. What I believe, for me, is when I go outside and I get what I want, you know, safe and sound, everyone's happy, obviously someone that I would be interested in, I go home and I'm chilling in my living room, watching Netflix, my kids are asleep, sometimes I get a call from my mum, and then if not that, I'm working, it's just good. Like, life is sweet because I want it that way. I've never sat down and thought, oh, my friend's in a relationship now, I can't go out with her. No, I think next friend, because I need to find a friend who can go out because she's all loved up. Done. Taking it as it comes. Maybe I need to get it out my system because, you know, like when you finish and then you need out of a relationship and you need to recover. Maybe my recovery is a lot longer than anyone else's, or shorter. But right now, I'm enjoying this moment. If by next year all this disappears, then it does. I've sat down and I've thought about all these women that are being controlled at home. Because that's what I experienced. Damn, imagine being with someone and, like, women have this behavior of nurturing, right? So they will always put a man first. A lot of females would brush their career because, they got pregnant. And there's not only so much they can do. Some have planned to be journalists, to travel, you know, to not just sit in one place. But once you get pregnant, you put that in the back, you put your baby first, you put your husband next to the baby, and you've forgotten your career. It's all in the back. And then now you have to find a business like you can do from home because you need to put your family first. Fucked up, mate. Done.
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Pettit, OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true seasons. Don't worry, I'll wait. You already done saw the video. Now, before we get into it and everybody's jumping and getting excited, yes, I heard her say it. She just wants to get down. Yeah, we all heard her. A lot of people are screaming at insecurities. A lot of people are screaming at, baby girl, you just need a hug. A lot of people are saying, what about the experiences that she's just had in a 10-year relationship of being controlled and manipulated? There is so many things, and we are so judgmental these days in the sense of what we believe is right and what we believe is wrong. Now, don't get it twisted for a second. My girl's talking about taking loads of men. First and foremost, chill. Like, you look like a lovely lady, looks like you got kids, looks like you got a great family around you. Now, I'll get it that women need to have friends with benefits. You need to get your end away too. I get it, baby. You need to get your leg over. But at the same time, not to a point where it's going to be damaging your self-esteem, damaging your love and your understanding towards men, that respect and understanding, because you're going to lose that respect along the way because you know guys are only coming for one thing. Even though you're saying that you're only coming for one thing, women do see sex differently, and you will naturally fall in love with someone if you feel that that person that you do like, that person that you're growing to like. So these are kind of times where it's a little bit shaky in the sense of your recovery period. Like you said, you're on that recovery period. So if you're on that recovery period, don't just use it as a stepping stone of, I'm enjoying my life and I'm just out there right now and I'm just being me, YOLO. You're 38 years of age. You need to make sure that you're setting the right standards for our kids and setting the right standards for yourself in the sense of, okay, when I'm growing up, what is my child going to be looking at? How do they look at life? How do they look at men? How do they look at women? How do they look at themselves? Do they see themselves as comfortable enough to say, do you know what, I'm going to be in a relationship, or comfortable enough to be like, I'm going to be single? No one's saying that you can't be single. No one's not saying that you can't have friends with benefits. No one's not saying that anyone can't do what they want to do. But there's a time and a place, and if you're at a certain age, we need to start thinking about the children, or if not the children that you do have, and the reasons why they're not in stable relationships, the reasons why we got broken relationships. Look at our parenting right now. I grew up in a single parent household. I'll tell you for free, hella trauma there. Because once again, I never saw my mum with a man. I never saw my mum submit. I never saw my mum back down. My mum was just like, man them's neck, like, what you saying? Don't talk to my kids. I'll punch you up, rare. And I felt proud, like, yeah, you can't talk to me, Rig, man. You can't tell me nothing. But there was no engagement for her to understand that, you know what? This man needs to take control. This man might need to step in for my son because my son doesn't have a male figure to be able to show him what a man's all about. So we can always try and play the mum and dad role, but most women, you can't play the mum and dad role. And a lot of you fathers need to be more in your children's life, in a sense, for women, so that women can understand what a man's meant to be like, how a man's meant to treat you, what's meant to be going on. And there's sometimes that he might be in a broken relationship. So the fact that she was in a relationship for 10 years, he might have been a broken man. Like I said, we've got fathers and dads and everybody out there, but they're not dads, they're still boys. So once again, he was still a boy because he probably wasn't raised by a father, probably didn't have a male role model or male figure. So how much people have been in a similar situation? How many people in 2022 are looking at it in a sense of girls are getting back their power, man them are just being greasy, girls are being greasy, everyone's being greasy, but at the same time, we're all suffering with insecurities, we're all suffering through mental health. Just as much as women are doing it, it's just as much as men are doing it, and men are suffering just as much as women. So once again, I take this with a pinch of salt, and I say that sometimes we just need to take a step back. We're so very judgmental, like this person's doing this person's doing something wrong. Once again, you've got to be comfortable in your own skin. So if she's comfortable doing that, make sure you're safe. Like she says, she's safe and secure, then she's comfortable in doing that. But at the same time, if you're going to put yourself in these kind of situations, there is going to be backlash and there is going to be repercussions to maybe one day you growing up and you're not going to find that spouse, because I know that real men ain't going to allow you just to have loads of men and feel like you're just going to be wifed off by a guy that sits there and had that kind of respect, that morals, he didn't go around doing the same thing. Or you're going to catch a guy that's going to be giving you the same problems, if not similar problems that you was in your relationship. So I don't know what you guys think, but what's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.